dudes. Pixar, wow, dude. Yeah, I'm a dude man. I am not, but that is the vibe I get from Pixar because all their movies are about dudes. I mean, there are exceptions here and there, but mostly they're about dudes. Why? Because they're animating dudes telling guy stories. I'm not saying that it's an experience that women can't appreciate or anybody can't appreciate, but they usually just have leading men. And heck, they have leading buddies. And that's not really a problem because their friendships are iconic. I mean, Buzz and Woody, hilarious. Even more so to this day, maybe not more, but just agelessly funny, which is why I'm okay with Toy Story 4. That and I sincerely did like Bo Peep, so I'll take her in any form I get, I guess. I have no choice. Anyway, Monsters Inc. Hilarious! Okay, Dory, who is not a dude, and Marlin, and actually Nemo, they make a fun little trio. Honestly, I think people forget about Marlin and just think it's Dory and Nemo adventures, which is funny. And yeah, actually, they are good for each other, as, you know, his, like, pseudo-big sister. Cute. Honestly, when I think The Incredibles, I just think of Dash and Violet being buddies because Frozone, he pops in there and he's a cool guy, but yeah, he and Bob don't have the moments. I mean, they get like 5 seconds of singing in a car and talking about old times. But yeah, they never really have a long enough scene to me. I remember I Want to Go Bowling, but that was more of the intensity of the situation than a real, you know, hey dude, let's hang out kind of thing. But anyway, Onward. The newest Pixar movie, which is not a sequel, and that's so nice to say. But what is it? I feel like it's DreamWorks' version of Bright slash Shrek. Then does that mean it'll be brilliant? I mean, right now, I really liked Coco. I really loved Coco. And Pixar, even with its sequelitis, is still Pixar, so yeah, they are the kings. Again, so masculine. Masculine while still being all gooey in the center and being super innocent while also super depressing. But damn, are they funny and they damn do it well. And they ask the weird questions. I mean, take the Toy Story, for example, the spork. I mean, what kid hasn't, you know, played with some pipe cleaners and put a face on stuff? It's not just Beauty and the Beast syndrome, it's yeah, kids will kind of immobilize anything, and now Pixar is doing the weird take of making that a movie. God, so weird. That's honestly what made Pixar and Toy Story change the animation genre from then. Amazing. Amazing storytellers. No one ever really was able to match. I mean, to be honest, Sausage Party tried, and I think they did a decent job. It was very, very naughty, but they answered a question I always had, so thank you. But anyway, Onward. What is it about? So far it seems to be about little blue troll people, and apparently they live in Narnia, and Narnia got a suburb. Okay, what can we do with that? Well, it's just a little lonely old widow man. We got a flying house and a weird jungle adventure. So, you know, they could do almost anything. I'm kind of getting a Smurf slash troll vibe from their design right now, which isn't bad. It's just kind of falling into a track, you know? It's just kind of becoming a theme to try to sell cutesy mythical creatures to people. I've always wanted another Disney movie with another, like, you know, magical creature as their heroine and such like that. Like, that's why I think Little Mermaid is such a strong movie. I would love more magical creatures. It's also why I think Frozen was popular. But right now we are going to get trolls. Or elves. Yeah, I don't think of them as elves. They look like trolls. But I'm going to watch the teaser trailer and then give more opinions. I don't know what this is about. Obviously it's going to be a quest because all unicorn movies have a quest. I love The Last Unicorn, so let's just see. God, I miss Disenchantment now. I really do. And that's what Onward feels like to me right now. It feels like Disenchantment, you know, the Simpsons take on Game of Thrones. And I really like Disenchantment, and I like trolls, and that's exactly what these dudes look like. Okay, if trolls got to live in a suburb and go back into the 80s, though I think the trolls are more like in the 70s with all their funky colors. But yeah, like that is what these characters look like. They look like trolls, just with little cars and cute little mushroom houses with power lines and such, okay? Like, seeing a mermaid just hang out in a pool and all that, and all these magical animals just sort of not magical animals, magical humanoids kind of live boring lives. It makes me miss Monster High really bad. It's not as fabulous as Monster High, of course, and it's not pushing boundaries because Monster High had a lot of horror characters from all different corners of the world. And this one just seems to be more about the 80s, you know? It gives me that strong Last Unicorn vibe with the music and Chris Pratt, who apparently is the love child of the 80s, and he's playing the big, kind of like, beefy brother, and his design is different. So, yeah, actually, he looks exactly like Snotlout if Snotlout was a troll. But that's not really bad to me because I like seeing a big brutish guy more often. I think it's interesting how despite the bigness and his tattoos and his whole like ripped leather jacket or jean jacket dude that his picture as him reading a book, I think it looks very peaceful. I think, yeah. Am I happy about Chris Pratt? I mean, I'm kind of worried that he's just falling into a stereo. Like, he's just turning into this one character, like he's a one-trick pony. And that's too bad, but yeah. Yeah, hopefully there'll be more to him. Hopefully, I mean, do I like Parks and Rec? Yes. Did I like Guardians of the Galaxy? Sure. I hated Jurassic World, but that's more than just his fault. I don't know, I feel like he's dipping more into his Andy thing than his Star-Lord thing, and I prefer that, but I don't know. You know what, maybe this will be okay. As for Marvel Spider-Man Kid, I'm concerned that he's being fetishized. Why do I say that? There's going to be another animated movie that he's going to be in, and he looks like the animated characters he's making, you know, skinny kid, kind of big eyes, just nose, and all that, kind of wimpy looking. Yeah, he's gonna be that Zero that turns into a hero. Ugh, that's not what made Spider-Man Homecoming popular. It was the good feel vibes of an 80s movie, okay? That kid, yeah, I feel like anyone could play this role. Any kind of voice actor could play the role that this kid is getting. I'm not against Tom Holland. It's just weird. I feel like there's, I don't know, a boardroom of closeted straight men that are saying, hey, I like this little Twinkie kid and I want to see him in all my movies now. That is what I am seeing and I don't like it. It's weirding me out. So, yeah, Tom Holland, I think, yeah, you shouldn't agree to always play this kind of character. Honestly, if you looked any bit more different, or, yeah, I'm just kind of disappointed in how boring his character looks. How absolutely typical, like, sweet nerd he looks. Okay, Hiccup kind of grew into it and turned into a genius rebel who changed his society. That was big. This kid, he's probably going to find some magical sword and save the world. I've seen that movie too. So right now, character-wise, it's not doing me any favors. Setting-wise, I mean, Pixar is funny. Like, you know, there's a troll letting somebody pay a toll bridge. That's cute. But yeah, it's just a teaser. And what I got so far is elves got jobs, trolls are friendly, centaurs are jogging. Okay, what I got is Narnia became a suburb. Two brothers are in an 80s van with a unicorn painted on it. Oh, here's my favorite part of the trailer so far. The fact that they made unicorns disgusting scavengers. Like, I've seen so many kids these days love unicorns and treat them like they are the magical wonderfulness of the world, and they haven't even seen the last unicorn, so it's not justified. But no, if Pixar actually breaks the unicorn fad, thank you. That's the one thing. I will see this movie just so unicorns can go down. I don't hate unicorns, I just hate fads. So bring them down. As for this movie, it's too early to judge. But the good thing about it is that Pixar usually gives off really goofy little teasers and then does something kind of amazing. What's going to be amazing about this movie? I don't know. I hope it's not going to be too predictable and formulaic. Luckily, Coco wasn't. I mean, you guessed what was going to happen from, like, the first jump. But the characters were so enjoyable and likable that you didn't mind at all. So, I'm going to hope that's going to happen. But right now, it doesn't look that special. But it's Pixar, so it'll probably be very pretty. I will admit that the big mountain scene gave me strong The Dragon Prince vibes. But yeah, Disenchantment wins me in the whole urban fantasy thing right now. So that's just my 2 cents. Yeah, I hope it's be an okay movie. I got till 2020 to decide. But yeah, thanks for watching.